Hello again, and for today, I have more of a kind of introspective commentary. It's just something I've been seeing while interacting with Wagey World, and something that I did record a video for, like, God, I want to say like 2 years ago, and didn't really do it right because I kind of winged it and didn't think out all the points really detailed, or in a more detailed manner, I should say. And yeah, that would be about corporate campuses and why I think they're like next level cult behavior from corporations. So, if you don't know what a corporate campus is, it is usually a sprawling facility or, multiple fucking floors of an office building where a company will have essentially like this laissez-faire, free be you and me, hippy dippy bullshit space where apparently work gets done, but if you were to look on the inside of this thing, you'd be like, wow, this is a luxurious office. Like, it's essentially like college 2.0 in the sense that it's an elevated version of what the college campus, sorry, should be, or what a college campus is. When you go into a college campus, usually you see all these like lounge chairs and like quiet rooms and fucking non-committal office spaces and these these desk environments that are like pseudo desks. They're like workstations, and essentially corporations have thought in order to increase productivity that it would be a great idea to fucking build these like lavish, luxurious corporate campuses where, the CEO has a nice, crazy office, and then all the worker bees have like these really cool, customized individual spaces. And on the construction side of things, from seeing how a lot of these corporate campuses get built, in my opinion, one of the worst things about them is that they're a fucking giant waste of space. I mean, in order to have all these extra amenities like fucking foosball tables and this, that, the other, and like shit that it just doesn't matter in the big scheme of things, and it's probably a giant money suck. Yeah, you have to have a lot of office space in order to do that, and it's already maddening enough to be working under fluorescent lighting that much. I mean, to me, it seems like a scheme to make work fun. And it's just like some giant HR fever dream of like creating the perfect environment to have work be more enjoyable. But at the end of the day, it's just like, dude, this is like a huge waste of space. Like, one of the most supreme wastes of space that we have collectively gotten behind as a society. And on top of that, they're trying to build like community and all this like gobbledygook fucking HR speak around the office. And in the end, it's just communal nonsense. It's like, it's just fucking, people getting together to increase productivity while having a good time. It's like, bro, most people fucking hate their job. Why do you think like adding all this fun shit is gonna make it better? Like, it didn't make college better to fucking have all these like cool campus spaces. It's like, no, the function of the college campus spaces was so that kids aren't just in their fucking dorm all the time. So they had somewhere else to go that was free of service to them. All you had to do is show your fucking ID and you're in the building, instead of like, oh, I could just go home or go to my apartment or go out. Like, that was the only real benefit. It was extra space for the school. Like, you're a corporation and you're turning your office into like an extra space place because I don't know why, because you have more money than you know what to do with, and you're on some fucking like, again, HR gobbledygook. So yeah, the communal nonsense, I also think, didn't actually create a better sense of community in a lot of these corporate campuses, but we'll get to that later because it ties into the last point really fucking well. As I've stated, I think a lot of the corporate campus shit is just like anti-productivity. Like, are we really getting work done? Like, when you see those fucking the videos of those girls that work these silly jobs that don't actually do anything all day, and instead they're just using the amenities. Like, oh, if the corporate campus is a gym, they're obviously in there getting their workout in the morning, and then they used the coffee maker, the internal coffee station with the hired baristas, and then they got the nice campus lunch that they're paying into, despite it being part of the job, so that the money just funnels into the fucking company in and out all day. And then they're just like doing meetings all day, and it's like, but what do you really do? And they're like, all right, you're fired. Like in the one Elon Musk incident when he was becoming the CEO of Twitter, when he saw like some girl just on fucking some other social media shit instead of actually working, and then he just like got her fired. That shit was awesome. But yeah, again, the whole thing of the corporate campuses is that they're just a giant fucking waste of money. And it's like, I don't know how anyone could sign up to a job that has a corporate campus and not realize how much of, not only is it a waste of money on the company, how much money you're wasting internally just like using their shit. And considering it as amenities when you still have to pay for lunch at the quote-unquote cafeteria. So, I don't know, dude. Like, a lot of this just seems like a huge money scheme for the company to, like, recycle the wages back into the company because they have services to be paid for. But, yeah, for me, I think, and now we're getting to the big point, because what I've seen from a lot of the finished spaces that I've worked on, when I go back and see them when I'm at a different job, working from home will completely destroy corporate campuses. It's pretty much guaranteed that a lot of office drones are in love with working from home. My ex couldn't fucking work from home enough. Like, it drove me nuts. Like when we were at the tail end of our relationship, I was like, dude, you really like do this? Like, you don't go to other places and then just say you're at home? Like, you actually work in your home all day and like barely move? To me, that's like, that is the most antisocial, anti-life thing I have ever seen in my life. That was probably the only benefit of trying to make these fun, hip corporate campuses, was getting people active, like getting people to get their steps in and shit, and not just being in some like tiny cramped little office. But no, like, these drones, these fucking NPCs, they love working from home. And if you can get them to back in the office, it's like you're a fucking wizard of a chief operations officer, if that's the case. Because everywhere across the board, across multiple corporations, I have seen lots and lots of problems with people not getting back to work in the office. And it's going to hurt construction, it's going to hurt corporations, it's hurting everybody to be working from home like this. Like, COVID's fucking over. Like, I haven't done the grand narratives of COVID have failed video yet, but COVID is fucking over. Like, I used to try to call it the China virus and shit, and now I, have given in, unfortunately, to the COVID lexicon word that, we should have called this shit the China virus and blame China, and, actually found out, like, how the fuck this thing went out there, and the Fauci shit. And, I'm not going to get myself further flagged on YouTube, but, again, the virus that fucking shut down the country is over. We do not need to be working from home anymore. And frankly, the corporations that still put up with that crap are fucking idiots. You might as well just fire those people, because they're going to want to be remote. So, like, might as well go be remote at some data entry bullshit job. There's no fucking purpose to be working from home anymore, and it's going to affect a lot of industries if we keep allowing this crap. And yeah, I guess my only positive in this entire video, is the fucking lunch. Is like, oh, cool, we got a cafeteria that's slightly cheaper than the bodega downstairs, or the deli across the street. But, like, yeah, it's like, is that the real trade-off? Like, oh, we have some decently cooked food. I don't know, man. Like, to me, in conclusion, like, this was something out of the 2010s that was a quote unquote great experiment that by 2020 with the virus was just a huge failure to launch. I mean, there are multiple companies that I have done work in their office spaces for where like it's like 3 to 4 people in the fucking entire office, or I'm just doing like change order work essentially, and I'm like, yo, they're really wasting all this money on operations to own this office space when they could be hiring 100% remote and saving on all that overhead. But no, this is what a lot of these multinational mega corporations wanted. They wanted to, be cool and hip and with the times and be like the WeWork, but like, a real company. And then bing bang fucking boom. Like, the work from home scheme has, I mean, personally, I think the real reason why I need to get out of construction is because of working from home and its ubiquitousness, and the fact that people are still in 2024, again, current year, refusing to go back to the offices. It's like, yo, like, if major cities and major companies are fucked like that, then yeah, it's like, say goodbye to construction. It's like, what the fuck do we need to do commercial construction for? So yeah, to all of the mega corporations, multinationals, conglomerates, all these fucking giant behemoths that invested billions upon billions of dollars into their corporate campuses, tread lightly, because the remote work scheme is coming for your beloved corporate campuses, and by the end of the day, those things will be turned into empty fucking offices.